Shalom, Kal, Halayim, Lo, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Yahushai, Chachanash. That the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labored in the word and doctrine. Shalom to the elect of Yasharal.
Yeah, exactly. Which was the craziest?
Akishaya,
Akishaya.
Khan Shalom.
Shalom.
And today's topic, we just wanted to talk about who your brother really is, and doing the work. So this is Matthew chapter 12, verse 46. There's a whole story to it, but we're just going to get right to the point. This is Matthew chapter 12, verse 48. Yeah.
And a guy came to him and said, your mom and your dad.
Okay, I might as well just read it. Okay, you know what, I'll just read it. So this is Matthew chapter 12, verse 46. While he, so this is Yahushai, Lord Yahushai, while he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren stood without, desiring to speak with him.
So they want to speak to Yahushua.
Then one said unto him, Behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with you.
So they're saying that so right there's a guy who came up to Yahushua saying, your mom and dad want to talk to you.
But he answered and said unto him that told him, Who is my mother? And who are my brethren? And pay attention to that, it's very spiritual. This is Yahushua speaking, who we attempt to emulate to the best of our abilities. This is what he said. And he stretched forth his hand towards his disciples. So he went like this. You know?
My brother, my father, my mother.
And he stretched forth his hand towards his disciples and said, Behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father, which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother, meaning you're his family, you're his blood.
Yeah, that it was saying whoever does the will for plows, in the name of Yahushua, they're considered our true family, you know, not your people in your household who live with people who do his work.
I go as far as to say be respectful, but no spiritually it's like fuck them. Alright, because like they're not gonna be there when you're catching hell. They're not gonna.
If they can understand the spirit that doesn't think you to do research to act at certain Judge 511, then they forget you, know, because they're not your family, you know.
But we're not saying be rude and disrespectful. Be harmless as a dove and wise as a serpent. Be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. So don't be like, just because they're not accepting, like don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. So let's get John 21:17. He saith unto him the third time. So this is also Yahushua speaking. Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved because he said unto him the third time, Lovest thou me? And he said unto him, Yahushua, thou knowest all things. Thou knowest that I love thee.
So Yahushua
saith unto him, Feed my sheep.
If you love him, that's what you gotta do, you know? That's what you gotta do. It's really simple. It's just waking up, praying to you, helping share, please purify you to make videos, edify the talk about it, you know? Because it's not about but our power spirit, you know? That's why you gotta be brave. That's why you gotta be brave. Father business, you know?
And that's all the gifts. So really, if you don't get it, then fuck you, man.
Yeah, real.
You gonna say real shit? You know, that's it, man. Like we're at the point in time where it's the fourth quarter.
Where no one's playing, no one's got to baby no one, you know?
Exactly.
You need to get it, you don't, you know?
There's no time for kumbayas, man.
There's no time for baby people.
Exactly.
You know, you need to get it, you don't, you know?
And it doesn't count if you just go out here and there, or you only go out in the summer and spring, and you gotta be instant, in season and out of season. In fact, let's get it. This is 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 2. Preach the word.
Preach the word.
Be instant, in season, out of season. How many seasons are there?
Give the knowledge onto the elect, you know, feed the elect.
How many seasons are there? There's winter, there's spring, there's fall, and there's summer. You need to be out on the highways and byways feeding the sheep, taking your licks,
Whether
Every
it's cold
single
or hot,
season, exactly.
rain, sleet, snow,
Exactly.
whatever. You gotta be going to put up. You guys will sacrifice on Yahweh El Shai because he did for you, you know.
Exactly. Whatever we're going through is not even to be compared to what Yahweh Shai went through.
Straight I knew.
So what you need to be doing, if it's cold and you don't got a jacket, ask an Akim for a jacket. If it's hot out there, man, drink some water. There's no excuses, man.
Excuses.
Be instant in season, out of season. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine.
Meaning, be patient. Slot real back.
Reprove, rebuke, exhort
Reprove,
with all long suffering and doctrine.
rebuke, exhort, meaning
Let's get the word reprove, the modern definition of reprove. Okay? Reprimand or censure someone. Okay? How can you do that? The only way to do that is if you have the law. You can't rebuke, you can't properly reprove someone if you're just going off your vain bullshit.
Bullshit mind.
And then rebuke. Here we go. The modern definition of rebuke. Express sharp disapproval or criticism of someone because of their behavior or actions. How can you do that? You got to know the scriptures. You got to know the laws. You can't tell someone not to eat chicken when it doesn't say in the law don't eat chicken. You got to tell someone don't eat pork. Why? Because in the scripture it says not to eat swine because it's unclean. Exhort, strongly encourage or urge someone to do something. All right, change their ways. Encourage a brother to push videos. Encourage a brother to do better. Because we all get weak sometimes because we're in the flesh.
Yeah, we all get faint-hearted sometimes.
Con, with all long suffering and doctrine. And what's the doctrine? The doctrine of Yahweh Yahushua.
It's truth.
All right, long suffering, meaning be patient. Because who won the story? Who won in the story of the rabbit or the turtle?
Yeah.
The turtle won because he was long suffering.
He was patient.
Exactly.
He didn't say, okay, I'm gonna do this for a month and I'm gonna get blessed. No, he worked patiently to receive his gift, which is came to help him shine.
And he was humble about it. He didn't do it because he knew he was going to get a reward. He did it because it was the right thing to do. And that's how we have to be in this truth. We just have to be patient and be able to just understand that this is about Yahweh or Yahushua, not about us. We're worms. Our righteousness is as filthy rags. Now let's end it off with Galatians chapter 6 and 9. And let us not be weary and well-doing. And what is the modern definition of weary? Feeling or showing tiredness, especially as the result of excessive exertion or lack of sleep. So let us not be weary and well-doing. What does that mean? Do not be tired to do good. Because if you're tired to do good, then you're wicked as fuck. Point blank. For in due season we shall reap, if we faint not. It says in scripture there's a season for everything. Right now we're in the season of the RFID chip. We're in the season of Jacob's trouble. But that's just a season. What's the next season to come? The kingdom of Yahweh Shai. Alright? During season we shall reap. Because you reap what you sow. So if you're reaping, if you're sowing righteousness, you're gonna reap righteousness. But if you're sowing wickedness, you're gonna reap you're gonna reap wickedness. It's really that simple. If we faint not. Point blank. So with that, we hope your brothers are edified. Oh, did you have a point?
Yeah, I was trying to say, you see, it's truth, you gotta be patient. You gotta know how to work with brothers. That's not to be meek, or not to, can you get that word meek or shit?
Can't.
Be kind and patient. We have to work long suffering with one another, you know, because this truth it's not gonna be okay. Let me wake up, push videos, bring glory, you know. It's not. That's the shit's about, you know. We're doing all this to it's work for all happen. We have a shot, you know, so that we get to start.
All right. And meek means to be quiet, gentle, and easily imposed on.
Yes, be gentle, be meek. You know, the imposed on is.
May I just say something? Just because I have it right here. It doesn't mean you're a pussy, okay? It means that you're quiet and gentle because you know how to operate in this truth. Because there are synonyms for that. And the synonyms are, and it means words that are like it. Patient, long-suffering, forbearing. And those are all things mentioned in the scripture. That's why it says to be meek. So be patient. Because what does it say? The meek shall inherit the earth. The patient, the long-suffering, and the forbearing. Not the vain. Not the ones that do it for the ego. Yeah. Because the ones that want the flash. Pizzazz. What is this? What does he say? Those are the ones that...
Those are the ones
that don't fly straight. Alright? So do you have anything to add or you want to close it up now? Alright then. Alright, Akim. We hope your brothers are edified. Shalom.